Wait for the noise. It's coming. Eric, it is coming.
Yes, what's really good? It's your boy Moses. It's Wonderful Media and we're back. It's been a long time, I know, but we're back. Today we're reviewing the Man United Wolves fixture, the 1-0 win against the Wolverhampton Wanderers. Before we can start, I guess we've got to jump into the juicy news. Marcus Rashford dropped to the bench. Eric Ten Hag flexing his muscles. He's not messing about. That's our star man on the bench in a game that could get us top four. And he's like, nah, he's holding the bench for 45 minutes because he woke up late. I mean, standards, and I love it. I love it. Ten Hag, it's a risk, especially after what happened with the Ronaldo thing. The less we say, the better. It's good to see he can do that. Get to Rashford, because Rashford's gonna go and do that and put that out on the football pitch. That's what was meant to happen with Ronaldo, but I mean, the less we say on that, the better. But yeah, Marcus Rashford looking a lot better than the player we were seeing last season. He was looking like he was down and out, depressed. I mean, he didn't look like he wanted to be on the football pitch. And the Marcus Rashford we're seeing right now is a man possessed. I think it's a double win for Eric Ten Hag. He's shown what a bit of he's not messing about. He wants discipline in this team. And if he doesn't get that, if you don't show discipline, then you're starting on the bench, or you might not even get into the team next time. Do you know what I mean? So Eric Ten Hag ultimately is the boss, and it sets an example for the rest of the team, the players in the squad. If you're not turning up on time to meetings, you saw it with Garnacho, and we've seen the impact that's had on the player. It's beautiful to see a bit of discipline, a bit of structure, a bit of standards, something that with players, I mean, Luke Shaw said it as well, was something that's been missing in this team for a long time, and fans have been calling it out for a while. So good to see that Ten Hag's put his foot down, and it's had the desired effect on the player, and he's coming and he's won us the game. He's got us into the top four. Big up Ten Hag. Love what he's doing at the club. Love the style of play we're starting to develop as well, and the pressing, the front foot, proactive football. Loving it all. I just hope he gets backed. You know what it is every single time Glazer's out. We need to get new owners in ASAP. But yeah, what Ten Hag's doing with what he's got, I'm very happy so far. So long may it continue. I was a bit disappointed with the Anthony performance. He's got to take at least 2 of them chances. I think if he's one of them players that he'll come good later on in the season. I think he's a player that I'm gonna cut some slack. He's had a good start to the season, but at the moment some of the things he's trying aren't working. The simple things as well. So the short passing, it seems a bit off. I'm putting it down to just acclimatising, getting used to the league, to the language. But for right now, Anthony needs to up his game, because right now we ain't got Jadon Sancho. That was a glaring hole on our bench. Hopefully Jadon's going to come back soon. Obviously Man United fans all want him to come back back to his best, because he was a player that we've been after for a long time. So there's no way in hell we're giving up on him just now. So looking forward to having Jadon back in a couple of weeks, I hear. But another player that I want to talk about as well, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, a player that was written off by a lot of journalists, by a lot of fans, even myself a little bit. I thought his time at Man United was up. The performances he's put in the last couple of games have been impressive, and it's reminded a lot of people of the ability he had in the first place. Remember, he got called up to the England squad, I think, and got injured. Look at the season, but when we came back from COVID, he did well. He was always the better defender. He was always suspect going forward, and his touch and he looked a bit awkward. And hopefully what we can now see now we've hired someone like Ten Hag, is that he can coach these players that show such prowess in one area of the pitch but such glaring holes in the other. Might now be able to see Aaron Wan-Bissaka go up a couple notches, because I'm already seeing improvements further. It doesn't take much, but there are already improvements with Aaron Wan-Bissaka going forward. So hopefully he can be the perfect cover we need to Dalot, without having to spend, because you know what it's like. We ain't got peas, we haven't got money right now. So we need to get new owners so bad, so we can be competitive, and we can't let this momentum that we've built 5 games in a row, Man United. We can't let this momentum that we've built through Ten Hag's hard graft on the training ground, through everything that he's trying to instill in this team, positive performance are coming from like a belief. It's more mental than just on the pitch, because today we probably had better teams out against Wolves in the past and not picked up wins. So it's good to see with what Ten Hag's doing. He's starting to bring in some real standards. So another player I wanted to touch on, I think I mentioned him earlier, but Alejandro Garnacho, a player that's really sees his opportunity in the first team, not like any other I've seen in a long time. I mean, apart from one obviously, but Alejandro is a player that he's so exciting. He's so direct. He loves committing his men. He loves attacking his fullback, and those are traits that we've already seen. He's a kid and he's burning past. Like Bobby De Cordova-Reid, who's not slow. He's a man as well. So as Alejandro grows up, he's gonna be an absolute formidable player. Christian Eriksen, I think the game passed him by a little bit. I wasn't really too happy with how he was defending. It looked a bit like they were targeting him a little bit. But obviously, going forward, his passing is amazing. It's immaculate. So you can't really have too many qualms. Anthony Martial, I think he could have taken that chance that Bruno played across the box with his right foot, rather than trying to open his body up with his left. I like what he was doing. Don't get me wrong. I love Anthony Martial. I love the way he plays, but I think he should have taken that with his right foot, sweep and finish, a la like Rooney against Arsenal that time. He swept it across. But yeah, look, I think Anthony Martial, let's just get him in a consecutive, just used to playing matches back to back, because we've missed him too much this season. So, because we're not going to sign anyone else, we need Anthony Martial fit. Also, can't end this video without dropping some love on David De Gea. Give him some flowers, because that's the save against Ruben Neves, and that instant reaction from Diego Costa's header right in injury time, I think it was as well. Massive. And despite Harry Maguire's attempt at trying to score an own goal, we kept the clean sheet, and I think that takes him level second, in just behind Peter Schmeichel now, and I think 4 behind Peter Schmeichel, but in the race for the most clean sheets at Man United. Good solid team performance. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more where that came from. Hopefully we get some drop points with teams around us. Yeah, so far so good. 2022 ending positively for Man United. Hopefully 2023 comes with us climbing the table, getting close to the top 2, winning a couple trophies as well. That would be good. But yeah, thank you for joining. It's been a video. It's been long overdue, and apologies for not getting it over to you guys before. But match review: Man United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. And we've come out triumphant. 5 wins in a row, another clean sheet. Marcus Rashford on the score sheet again. Erik Ten Hag looking pretty right, sitting pretty right now at the helm. He's got a team playing for him now. Let's just see if we can keep just upping our productivity, get a clinical edge into our game. Start putting these games to bed. 4-5-0. But yeah, thank you people for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to stick around and if you want to watch some more videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you want to stay up to date with all the content, hit the notification bell as well. And yeah, stay tuned for a lot more content. But it's been your boy Moses. Yeah, it's been Wonderful Media, Jamie Vardy's favourite fucking show.